Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, Monica.
Happy Mother's Day to all our mothers.
A kiss to all the mothers, all the mothers, all the mothers. So let's start from here. Wedged in the fence. Yes, but after all, everything is from the houses.
A team of people out of fear. Hooray!
Hooray for...
Colonel Francesco Lorenzi's weather forecast.
We'll move straight to summer. Nothing, we're waiting for the Azores anticyclone because...
For our journey through the Italian port, so today we'll land right in Bolea, in Mola di Baria, one of the most characteristic and evocative ports in the whole of Puglia that boasts an ancient maritime tradition. So let's find out everything in the story by Paolo Notari, directed by Paola Montali. And this Sunday, two great experts, Pascal Vistos-Domini and Marco Zonetti, will talk about television. Let's start right away with the evening of the 71st edition of the Davide Donatello Award, which saw the triumph of Series of the Plane by Franco Sossai, awarded with 8 Davids. Let's watch. Here we are. So Pascal Vistos-Domini, let's say, there is a film that was nominated for practically everything, and it came up empty-handed. The graphics and the public taste really do match, but then there's nothing to object.
About the statements I then received after the show was a bit more sportiva.
Take surprise for the victory of agree with the criteria with which the awards are assigned. This year, for example, it was absolutely not taken into account that in fact they went to the President of the Republic, 76 or so.
This needs to make the Academy consider things. It's quite evident that...
Oh no. No, but seriously, Beppe, you know, this movie was a box office smash.
Sure.
Exactly. So, let's also look at the evening from a television point of view, because this year we saw Flavio Incen hosted with Bianca Bolti. So, what did you think of this duo and their hosting?
It wasn't his. The Davide stage wasn't his. In my opinion, it was too redundant. And then the funny thing is that he invited the awards 3 times more than the Italian UK.
Would like poor Flavio. There too, the problem is that the author of the book and therefore Pascal become respectful towards the category, but it's their part. Well, that's fine. So all
Culture and entertainment in general.
Words addressed by Albano to Romina Power, as well as the reactions on social media.
He seems so solid, but then he remains a person. In short, I always forgive Albano for everything.
we hope so. Though I'm confident and never bet. I wonder our odds. I wonder. Okay.
How is the world's perception of Neapolitan music? How is it considered?
Let's talk. I only hope that the campaign started by Minister Gianmarco Mazzini will have this candidacy because Neapolitan music bookmakers, who is the favorite to win, and think that it has been remade with artificial intelligence in all the languages of the world. This is English for cro, che sa, lì, so we cross our fingers for...
So we cross our fingers for
Gianni Politi.
Good morning.
Good morning. Controversy also on Mother's Day. We will discuss that point too. But here's a positive aspect.
They handle that. I'll manage bringing it in myself, because regarding that special Delta pair,
It's obligatory now.
In fact, they fill the scooters too, so...
They fill everything. Soon they'll enter homes. This qualifies as a car because you're now unable to get out. Pulled out, in fact. License plate required, insurance required.
I would say they can. More than a while ago, I said, and there. Okay, so I did Kriller.
On the topic of alien species, and then on the other hand, this is interesting. They're disruptive. So it's not that either. Let's not bother reading what wasn't.
With Costantino Doran.
Dear Costantino, good morning and happy Sunday.
Thank you. And so here we are with our super expert who guides us in the discovery of the world of art.
By chance, let's say, counted among the surrealists. In this case, there are two small geometric shapes, a few lines in which it has actually been recognized, even with almost childish features to demonstrate, on the one hand, the fragility of man, but also the idea of the need for protection from historical events that would have made a monument with scaffolding. In reality, it is always good news. In the past, scaffolding was both put up to support and protect Rome. Yeah, you know, the Piazza Venezia, so to speak, has a mobility that is constantly changing because they are excavating monumental buildings. The director of the institute lives on our cultural heritage, but above all, they are doing it during the
Renaissance.
Ah, the Renaissance. Yes.
It is a real slip of the tongue. Absolutely. We are in the second half of the 15th century, and it is Andrea Mentelici. These are the places where the government, the Lord, met with ambassadors and his collaborators. It was a space where decisions were made. And of course, what will occur must be directly related to a significant event within the court. But Mantegna says, be careful, because they are preparing to judge what you are creating.
She's selling them. And regarding the immersive experience?
The other images Alessia Ganga found show that in the 1960s, these artifacts were situated underground in a... That land there in Pietrafita, we are in Umbria, was very rich in a fossil useful for producing heat and therefore electricity. At a certain point, an assistant who did not have a degree, let's say, did not have a great educational background, but was very intelligent, very passionate about history, managed to see that in addition to the lignite, which is this black material on which these fossils rest, there was something, well, unexpected. Indeed, this man repurposed that factory, that Gibbaldrini factory, a man whose memory must absolutely not be lost.